Precious Collins is coordinator of the Native Connections Program for the Southern Ute Indian Tribe in Southwest Colorado. She is also co-founder of the Ignacio Out and Equal Alliance. Precious, both of your programs have a focus on mental health among youth. So what are your main concerns right now about how young people are doing during this COVID-19 pandemic?
I think our biggest concern is the isolation and finding new ways to help promote social interaction with our youth in this area, especially for our Native American youth. Whereas this year, we usually celebrate our traditional ceremonies. And at this time, we come together as a community and family and friends to celebrate our dances and celebrate one another. And we haven't been able to do that this year.
What would you say are some of the best ways that parents or other trusted adults in a young person's life can support them right now?
That's a great question. I think setting aside time every day to check in with your youth is very important. We like to recommend at least 20 minutes a day and creating that space with your youth so that they can feel comfortable to talk about their day, talk about issues they might be experiencing and their emotions and feelings that go along with it. And letting them know that we support them, that we love them. And having those words actually come out of our mouth, I think, is really important and key during this time.
We know that adolescence can be a confusing and a challenging time for parents and for youth. It can really feel like a struggle on both sides. So how can we as adults know when a young person really needs our help, when they really need immediate attention and support?
If they were an outgoing youth before and now are starting to isolate, they don't want to come out of their room, they don't want to leave the house, those are red flags. And I think if we pay attention and we're having those conversations with our youth, we will start noticing those little issues coming up. I think it's also very important when we notice those that we address them immediately, and having a conversation with our youth about how to address them is going to be key. So I do suggest that we make a plan with them. And what does this plan look like? We're letting them decide what this plan looks like for them. And when I say make a plan, we're talking about if the youth starts feeling a certain way, they don't want to communicate with their friends over technology or social distance. What do we do in that situation? How would you like me to handle that situation? Is there someone that you feel comfortable talking to? It might be an auntie or an uncle or a friend. I want to know this so that I can help you when you're starting to feel these ways.
Precious Collins, thank you so much. Here's how to get help in Colorado. If you or a young person you know is struggling with a mental health, substance use, or emotional challenge, you can call Colorado Crisis Services at 1-844-493-TALK, or you can text TALK to 38255.